From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Foxborough. Return starts at the 3. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Set!
We send a man in motion.
Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Come on. Set!
Shakir sent in motion left.
Ready.
Another try following the sack. Curtis Samuels there for the catch.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the draft route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man in the drag route. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers. You can find a completion just like that.
Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Complete to Khalil Shakir.
Cougar 19. Set!
First down, Bill.
Panther 60.
Tight end in motion right.
Go!
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there, no gain. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage.
Ready!
At the 43-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Second and 10 now. This one falls incomplete. The intended target there. So they're left facing third and long.
Set! Ready! 19 Lion! Hut!
They're throwing it. That's caught by first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Ready!
They'll keep this drive moving.
19 Tiger! Let's go now! 70 Lion! Mustang 19! 60 Maverick! Hut!
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Viking
Offense set
18!
for first and 10.
Ready!
From the red zone now. He's got a man left. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to
60 Eagles! Let's go!
That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Okay, break!
About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
Here we go!
Now motioning out of the backfield. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second.
60
And now the
Bison!
Bills
60
offense
Bison!
staying out.
Here we
So
go!
they're gonna
Set!
go for 2.
70 Ranger! Ready?
He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set up. Check go.
On play action, here's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to
Hurry,
boot.
hurry, hurry, hurry.
It goes to the hurry-up
Hawk
offense
70,
here.
Hawk 70. Go.
To the air on 1st down, May. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving
70
quickly, trying to
Timberwolves,
get set
Cowboy
again.
80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get up.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. To the races. The Patriots tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it's fielded but not returned for the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats. Set. Hut, hut.
Davis sticks it straight ahead. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hut.
From the 37. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
We are going up in the backyard.
Ready?
1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another
Go!
alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. And it's the Bills with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Set. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
Pass play now. Finds Kincaid. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down.
Ready.
Then shorten your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffalo.
On the ready.
And once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2.
Set. Ready?
Receiver in motion, going left.
Check go.
And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good. Pass now to kick this away. Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Going play action. May. On the move. Headed right. On the run right. Throw it deep. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Douglas picks it off. And the Bills take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. They let listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field.
Let's go.
It turns into a 50-50 ball.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Take it away, just as they did.
It's Johnson on second down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. To the line we go. They're set first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lion. Viking 18. Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just loose, incomplete.
Ready up.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, set. Hut.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Set up. Say, hey. Ready.
They'll try and throw it here. Gets this to Johnson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second time
60
out.
Eagles, 60
They'll break
Eagles.
the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock.
Hawk
But this
70,
close as a
Hawk
former
70.
quarterback, I'm just going to assume you
Come on,
got
come
to
on,
feel like
set.
he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
70
We know this is a
Timberwolves.
physical game,
Yeah.
all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to
Ready,
come up
ready?
with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Catch is made in close. And touchdown, Buffalo. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Go.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying another one deep. And a little play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewing with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Check go.
May now from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
6-yard gain on the play.
Go.
That's good.
May on 1st and 10.
Patriots.
And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready! Get up!
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready! Cowboy 80! 19 tight! 19 tight! Hut, hut!
From the 34. And it's great flying through the air, bro. The Broncos on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now! Hey, smash!
Man in motion here. Davis there to grab it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Those are so close. They are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
being stopped short of the sticks.
Ready!
Will throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they
Bravo
handle
80.
it with all the pressure
Let's
that
go.
drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that.
19.
If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4
Here we go, here we go.
equals a first down.
Ready?
2nd and 6 now. He's going deep this time. Brought in inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half.
Here we go, shot! Ready, ready?
Now looking to throw. He has it. And he's almost there. But no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Pass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double!
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60! Panther 60! 19 Tiger! Check go!
Throwing now on play action. He's going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30.
Tempo! 70 Lion! Viking 18! Go!
First down throw for May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Shut up! Cup 19! Cup 19! Buffalo 18! Shut up!
Back to the air. It's May. Here's Slide. Try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Samuel now to return it. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Gets this to Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one.
Guys, I never trash talk, right? People think I'm trash talking when I say this guy needs a seam pass and a corner. I never use seam passes, and I very rarely use corner route. I have the worst quarterback in the NFL. I have James Cook out. I have Amari Cooper out. And that's the first time I thought it was going to be the same play I used earlier. It was actually the real jet sweep. No scheme ever in 23 years playing online. Never quit in 23 years playing online. But like, when's the fumble coming? I'm thinking like, can't score this much and not fumble. Thinking it's coming. Always happens.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st down from the red zone.
Like I said, it's on them. I didn't tell him that I don't read the defense I don't read the defense like I do in tournaments where I'm undefeated. And I don't do my blocking adjustments. I haven't done them. I don't think I even done them once or twice this whole game. So that's on them for not mixing it up. He could have been one of those players that call cover 0 every time. I mean, guys do shit on defense that I don't do. They'll use a rush. They'll play fag D. I don't ever do that. They'll back up. I don't do that. Didn't do that once. I don't ever back out my guys. I don't even know what he did. Right? He could have used a rush. He could have played fag D. He could have backed out. I don't know what he did. I had a guy play quarters 3 deep and press. That's how bad it got, guys. That's how bad it got. With me using the worst quarterback and backups. I don't run the ball, so why would I need James Cook? But I'm not going to lie. You cannot play and not run the ball. You cannot play and be one-dimensional. If I just force him to nickel and dime, he's not getting 21 points. Like I said, defensively, I will never match up. Very rarely. Very rarely will I ever match up. Autopilot every game, defense. If I ever match up, it's by accident. Like I said, I could be in dime or quarters, and they could be in fucking goal line or single back. I could be in base defense, and they could be in 4 or 5 wide. I don't ever try in these games. I don't ever try in these games. Ever try in these games. Ever try in these games. Oh my god, what's wrong with this shit? I'm trying to fucking use text, speech to text. I don't ever try in these games. It says I don't ever try anything. What the fuck? What is wrong, dude? Ever since the new update, I don't ever try. Listen to, I don't have a surprise. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Seriously. Now I gotta write everything? Fuck that. What's going on? I can't even hear shit. Because I can't use speech to text, I guess I'll just send you a voice clip. Um, if this game is reversed, I'm not quitting. But I have to say this because it feels like every single player does this. Every single player is prideful, and if the roles are reversed and I'm losing, it's you suck, you're trash. I have never said that in my entire man career, gaming career, even at a young age. I don't try in these games. Defensively, I'm on autopilot. Don't ever match up. Offensively, I'm not reading your entire defense like I do in tournaments, and I'm not doing my blocking adjustments. No strategy behind anything I do. If I'm under center with 2, 3 tight ends, I'm not doing it to run the ball. If I'm spreading you out, I'm not doing it for a numbers advantage or to limit what you do defensively. I just pick a play and run it. Guys, like, I have players tell me, they could say, like, oh, yeah, well, this is probably what players think. Well, oh, you're probably only beating bad players when you play with backups. If I try like this and I'm not playing on autopilot, the games that I play on autopilot, meaning I'm talking while I'm playing and, I'm going quick on offense and defense. You see the games where I literally go to either, um, um, what you call it, coaching suggestions, the first page of coaching suggestions, right? And then there's times where I'm literally on the option of recent plays for some reason. Like I'm on the list of recent plays. Like I'm not going to recent plays. You know what I mean? I don't know why they would keep me in that because it's not like I'm going no huddle or anything. I used to play and go no huddle. I don't know. Maybe I am. I'm not sure. But like if I'm not playing on autopilot and I'm reading the defense, I'm taking it a little seriously so I don't want to get got, throwing a pick or getting sacked or whatever, and just moving the ball down the field and taking my shots when they're there. You know what I mean? I don't even, the one play, I hot routed a streak route because there was a corner on the left side, so I hot route a streak route because he used a seam pass. I hot route a streak route, and I'm thinking, okay, if the seam's not open, I'll hit him with the corner against that cover two. So I end up having the cover two, the corner wide open, but I miss it. But you can see I don't even do shit like that. There's so much you can do at you have so much at your disposal. You have so much. Players really don't want to do it. Or players instead of like we have like I don't know, I could name them right now and it still probably wouldn't be enough. Like listen to everything you can do offensively, right? First of all, play calling, reading the defense, reading the shell, right? Reading the corner steps. Are they playing back? Are they pressed? Um, are the safeties shallow? Are they deep? Are they one high? Are they two high? Are they too high and then they rotate after the snap? Are they one high because they're blitzing, or are they one high because they're playing a cover three, a cover man coverage? Um, like reading the front for possible blitz, or to see if they're trying to stop the run more, or to see if they're trying to play the pass more, check runner pass, check to a quick pass, play action, screen. Sorry, my fiance just came in asking me why the other PlayStation 5 is not working. And I said, because we go through using each other's, I go through using his controller. And let's see, like when you're going through controllers on both systems, you have to like manually connect them to your console that you want to use, and then you have to wait for the light on the controller to light up and then press the middle button. If you are not, it basically connects to the other controller where the other PlayStation is. It's fucking stupid. But going back to, like I said, on offense, right, to continue where I left off. So you read in the front to check if they're blitzing, possibly blitzing, if they're crowding any A gaps. Um, Based off that, you could run certain run concepts like inside zone, outside zone. You could go with a draw if they're playing a deep defense. If it doesn't look like they're crowding the defense, and and then you check if they're too high, you run the ball. If it's one high, you can still run the ball. You know, maybe outside or something. I don't even run the ball. I'm just saying. And then like I'm so good at running the ball in tournaments. Like I will literally win games just running the ball, but I don't run the ball in these games because like I said, it's too easy. And like people would say, oh, you only won the game because you only ran the ball. Like seriously. Um, so you have the ability to run the ball, pass the ball, play action, screens, RPOs, quick passes, deep shots. When they're there, when the defense looks like a screen might work, go to a screen. When the defense looks like you can go to a play action shot play, go to a play action shot play. When the defense is giving you quick passes, go to a quick pass. When the defense is giving you a possibility for a jailbreak screen, go to a jailbreak screen. If it looks favorable for an RPO, go to an RPO. Like, you know what I mean? That's the reason why I am so good on offense. If I try just a little bit, just a little bit. So basically, all I am doing in these games, reading the defense wise, is reading the shell of the defensive safeties, reading the depths of the corners, reading the front, like, but there's still so much more. For example, I'll give you an example. So when I say read the front in these games, I'm just reading the front like to see, okay, are they loading the box or are they like in, three, like, do they have five DBs or more? Basically, are they in nickel, dime, quarters, whatever, or are they in the base defense, right? And I'm just reading that. And sometimes it's just like a little peek. Okay, it's favorable to run the ball. Like some very rarely I'll slip in a run or what like depending on the situation I'll slip in the run situation in the game. Because it doesn't make sense. Like if the front makes it look favorable to get 6 to 8 yards with a run, why would you risk passing the ball against a blitz and a deep blitz, a deep zone blitz, meaning that they're blitzing most of the time when anybody blitzes, uh, basically whenever there's a blitz, right? And let's say, for example, you're a 4-5 wide, and they're a player that reads that from the play call screen. Oh, my opponent is in gun empty bunch or something, gun empty tray, whatever, gun empty whatever, right? Or they're just like they have a 4-5 wide receiver set. Well, what they're gonna do is they might go all coverage with drop defenses, cover three drop, cover four drop, to sink those kind of defenses, right? But there'll be times where they call those deep zone defenses, but a lot of deep zones Okay, so I'm gonna be talking now about gonna still continue talking about offense. So I scored every single time with the worst quarterback. You can go back on this live stream, rewind it, come back, whatever. But I scored every single time with the worst quarterback um, in the league in the NFL. Basically, not the worst quarterback because there's worse like free agent quarterbacks, but what I mean like the worst quarterback that you can use online. Basically, the worst quarterback that's not a free agent that's on a team. 52 overall. I mean, he's actually good. I gotta tell you, I mean, like his he has I don't know what his speed is. He has like 80 plus throwing power. That's all I need because I play with punters who have what 55 throwing power. So when you're going from 55 throwing power at the most to who knows, maybe 75, 70 would be fine for me. Shit, at this point. Back not too long ago, I used to think I'm not going to play with a quarterback that has less than like 74 throwing under pressure, right? There were certain things I would look for, but now it's like because I play with a punter and I could almost like I'm in a lot of games with a punter and I could still win with a punter. I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to playing with like the worst quarterbacks in the game. Not even back second string or third string. I mean, the worst, right? As long as they have a decent O line, like I'm not gonna play with a really bad quarterback and then they have like the Titans O line or Jaguars O line. I can still win, but I would really have to try. I would really have to read the defense every single play and match up defensively, which I really don't want to do. I really don't in these games. Don't match up defensively because I play on autopilot on defense. Anybody can have me on defense. I mean, against my defense. Um, but like I said, offensively, there's just so much. There's just so much. There's studying your opponent's tendencies. There's manipulating your opponent's user. There's checking where their user is. If they're on the D line, obviously that means they're trying to use a rush, or maybe they're trying to back out. And then if you know that, well, you can kind of go to other routes. See, what players will do is defensively, they know if they put certain coverages out there, like quarters, that they can like play FACD under those quarters. So you basically have like three levels of zones, right? So you not only do you have your short like flats covered, right? Because they could play that underneath, and then they could basically have like a fucking cover four Mabel or something, like a Mabel defense where you have every level of the defense covered, right? But without giving up like seam passes. So, like for example, I could put a cover four drop if my opponent's not running the ball. I could put a cover four drop. I will never do this, but I'm just giving an example what players probably could do. You could put a cover four drop, which is going to cover everything deep. You might have some. Obviously, you're going to have stuff like checkdowns and stuff like over the ball, short, whatever, flats, But what players probably do is they would probably play cover four drop, play underneath, so the deep routes are covered, the short routes to the flats are covered, and then they'll use her and play what they think like they're going to check it down to or where they might be weak on their defense. See, me, I won't do that. Me, I said I don't. Not only do I not match up defensively, and like because I don't really want to read like at this point I'm on autopilot every game on defense. It's impossible to be on autopilot on offense, but you can still fuck yourself up if you go quick on offense and defense and you're just like you're half-assing reading the defense. Like there's literally plays where I'll only read the shell, not even the like the not even read the front, the depths of the corners, the leverages, the techniques, none of that. Just read the safeties, right? And I'm like, oh, it looks like it could be a birds on a fence. And then it's like, oh, I got picked off because it wasn't. It was a cover four quarters, right? Because it sometimes cover four quarters or quarters looks like a cover zero. But then you just basically look at sometimes you can look at where your receivers are aligned and where their defense, if their defense is aligned right up or somebody's not playing somewhere, somebody's playing on them, you could tell, okay, it's not cover zero and it's also not, birds on a fence. If the safeties are back and the corners are back, but they're not exactly like at the same, almost the same yard line, then it's not cover zero. That's basically a dead giveaway. But I tell people I do not read the defense on offense. I won't read the entire defense. So there's times where I'm just picking a play and running it. There's times I just read the front and I go based off like the front or the corners underneath the linebackers, corners, and D line, and then I get by with that. Right? You can get by just doing that. But then there's times where maybe you try to force a slant that looks wide open, and then a safety came down. User comes down with a safety to play the short area of the field. That's why I say you got to read everything. I scored every single time because I'm almost reading everything. I will not do what I do in tournaments. I will not do that. I will not go. Like I said, I will not try. I will not. I'll play for free, but I will not try for free. And I scored every time, not doing most of the things I would do in tournaments. As you see right there, I won 35-21. He needed to resort to the only times he scored was like from a seam pass, a corner route, and then he got lucky on like a short route, made a spin move with his tight end. I think it was like one seam pass for a deep touchdown, one corner for a deep touchdown, and on one of those plays I wasn't even playing on defense. And let's see, the other one was like an intermediate, maybe it was like a crow route to the tight end or a seam to the tight end, and he does a spin move like maybe it was like the computer broke away with a spin move, or he maybe did a spin move, broke a tackle, and went for a touchdown. Who knows? So basically, he had three big touchdowns. Other than that, I shut him down. Two of those drives, I wasn't even playing on defense, but I'm never really playing on defense because I'm not matching up. And if you are not matching up and you're basically calling like, bad nickel defenses that aren't good at stopping the run, you're going to get gashed. Um, you know, every drive, every play, running the ball. And you don't want to kind of like, if you are not matching up, you don't want to like blitz a safety and if you're in a cover three or a cover two or whatever, you don't want to do certain things with your coverage to try to like sure that up. So um, so that's a problem because if you do that, you're giving them a big play if they go to a pass thinking that you're doing that, and then when you fake blitz, they beat you over the top too. So it's like okay, you got to match up defensively. You know that's what it is. Defensively, you got to match up. You have to either play drop coverages when they're in passing situations. They could take away those seams, posts, like everything, seam, posts, comebacks, like what I mean, because that will cover all those. Deep post probably will still work, but the problem with that is if they're going through the reads for that deep post, they find it late. It's very hard to throw that deep down the field. Don't matter who you are. You could be Josh Allen. You could be Patrick Mahomes. It's very hard. Um, I'll never know how it feels to play with them. Just Josh Allen, played with. But I scored every single drive, 35 points, 5 drives in a row. Could not stop me. He mixed it up. He was trying to user rush me. He was trying to like back guys out from the D line himself, usering them. He tried audibling. He tried everything. He could not stop me. I scored on 5 straight drives, and it's a great defense too. The Patriots, even the Patriots defense last year was great too. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I would play with the Patriots sometimes. Very rarely, but you know, they got great linebackers. They have a great secondary. Oh, great secondary. Great tackling defense, fast tackling defense. Their pass rush, I'd say, is just decent, but I think they're a good run stopping team. But I don't run the ball anyway. I'm talking because I'm charging my controller right now because I have to charge it with the charging dock because the teeth from the charging port is like stuck down in there. It could be damaged, could be broken, whatever. So I charge it with a charging dock. So now that if you didn't know, now you know. PlayStation 5 controllers have 2 areas where you can charge it. So it happened like maybe a year and a half ago, or almost a year and a half ago. Where it's like, okay, I either got to buy a new controller or a used controller or something, refurbished controller. It's like, wait a minute. I bought a charging dock so I could charge two controllers at the time. But wait a minute. I believe you're able to charge the bottom. There's a charging port on the bottom. And it's really weird. So that saved me like, I paid 15, 20 bucks for my charging dock from GameStop like 2 years ago, or maybe a little over 2 years ago. That saved me. So, some people think years ago I had the same issue, but I don't think the PS4, I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I am wrong. The PS4 was the same way, so I ended up wasting money on PS4 controllers when I didn't need to. I probably traded them in too. Didn't even keep them. So yeah, I wasted money on PS4 controllers. But like, yeah, if it's stick drift or buttons, then yeah, obviously you need a new controller. But if your controller basically just have a charging issue, you probably won't ever have a charging issue on the bottom charging port of it because like you would literally have to, you know, force damage to that like on purpose. I just don't know how that would happen unless the controller just had hardware issues. I don't know. I'm not a hardware guy, technical guy. I'm charging my controller here. Let's see. I have to charge it while I'm on defense. I scored 5 straight drives using the worst quarterback. You can see right here. You can rewind the video and you can see my opponent tried everything. Could not stop me. And I'm not doing this to troll. I do this because the game is too easy for me. And I'm not even trying. Not even trying like 30%. That's what I'm saying. People think I'm trash talking. People think I'm trolling. It's like, no, I play this game. I play this way because the game is too easy for me, and it's not fair. I have to play with the worst quarterback and backups. Along with that, I have James Cook out of the game. I have Amari Cooper out of the game. Um, yeah, and if they had an elite tight end, they'd be out of the game too. To be honest.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly.
Charging my controller on defense, but I don't ever match up defensively anyway. So
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, shot!
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there.
just in case, guys, for you guys being on the live stream, I'm charging my controller on defense. So, but I never match up anyway. I'm just charging my controller on defense.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sound.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Now a timeout called for by the
It looks like it's going to be another easy game, guys.
As we step aside here,
playing with the worst quarterback in the NFL. Looks like it's going to be another easy game. Probably going to be a quit, too. Never put a game of 23-plus years online, or use this game 23-plus years online.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
He's lucky I didn't have enough time right there.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and interception.
Quit right now because I got the worst quarterback in the game. Or don't quit.
Back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield.
And what do you think I have no respect for players, guys?
Avoid an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Shane Buechele is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Worst non-free agent quarterback. 52 overall. Don't audible. You don't want to audible again.
Now they'll shift things around.
Audible again. I won't let you set, and I'll beat you for a big player touchdown.
Buechele.
4-3. Only player with more than 2 reads.
There he goes, right side.
Guys, everything on the left side was covered. I literally go to the out. Touchdown.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 88 yards. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Controller. Defense again.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a
Mix it up.
7-0 game.
Defensively.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I have to charge my controller on defense with the charging dock because, like I said, over a year and a half ago, over 2 years ago, I forgot I bought a charging dock, and the teeth, like the regular charging port where you connect the cable in, that was damaged. That was like all the way down or halfway down the controller. So I was like, wait a minute. I was really close to buying a brand new controller because I had the money, obviously, but, you know. I was like, fuck that. Wait a minute, I have a charging dock, and if I believe this correctly, you're able to charge the bottom part of it. Because I bought the charging dock not to charge my controller. I bought it before that issue happened because I wanted to charge 2 controllers at the same time. I have 2 PS5s, 2 controllers. So I wanted to charge both controllers, and that ended up saving me, at this point, that probably ended up saving me the money or two
Raven
controllers.
football here as we begin quarter number 2.
Yeah, the
As
left
they've got
D-pad
it
or
with a
left
2nd
analog
and 3
stick's fucked, but as
forthcoming.
long as you play with it, it won't affect the games at all much. It definitely won't affect Madden, but just when you're in menu screens, sometimes it'll just scroll left or right. It'll scroll to the left, so there's that spot probably on the left side with an analog stick. Who knows, maybe that's why sometimes my quarterback would drift back.
Off the option, here's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe
Yeah,
2
do
and
that.
a half to
Do
about
whatever
the
you
39.
feel you need to
Now
stay in the
3rd
game.
and a yard.
And I want players to stay in the game because I want to get full games in.
Right side gonna be taken in by
Because
Henry.
the games I win, everybody
Have a
quits.
Ravens
Games
first
I
down
lose,
as
of
they're
course,
able to
the full
convert
game.
by
But the
play
games I
here on
win,
3rd and
everybody
1.
quits. And
Well,
that's
they
it.
certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey,
People think if I talk, it's a form of trash talk. I say I'm playing with the worst quarterback in the NFL. But I hate that I scored an out because I'd rather have a long drive, than that outright. But my last game, I scored on 5 straight drives. My opponent tried everything defensively with the Patriots, too.
And this one
See?
is
Don't use it.
incomplete.
It's funny that I went with an out because, like I said, I will never use the seam pass. Very rare. So rare. Like, I will never use it. I will only use the seam pass if my opponent used it, spammed it, and then I'll use it to tie or win the game, just to troll at that point with that. That's the only time you'll ever get me trolling. And then I very rarely use corner routes. I will. It's very rare that I use a corner, an out, or a curl
Here's
route.
2nd and 10.
And then, like I said, no seams. No PA crossers. If I use PA crossers by accident, like I go with it, I will check it down. I will run with my quarterback. I will throw it away, but I won't go to the obvious deep guy. If I go to tight end attack, I won't ever go to the tight ends ever. You'll see, like, I'm not gonna say hundreds of games, probably close to it, where I'm not ever going to the tight end if I accidentally go with tight end attack. I'll audible to another play. I'll check it down. I'll throw it deep to the wide receiver on the streak. I'll check it down to the running back. I'll hot route something else. I'll never go to those tight ends. They could be wide open 30 yards on the field. I'll never throw those.
At the 35-yard line. Now Jackson taps this
Continue.
forward jet
We're
sweep.
just playing the computer right now.
And he gets this one inside the 15,
Let's
just
see.
a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I'm not even doing
Down at the
it.
12.
I
It's
picked them up
first and
last
10.
drive because I was literally
Jackson
using one
will throw
hand.
again.
I was using one hand on the
Check
controller
down here
just
for
to
Henry. And he's brought down just
put certain
outside of the
adjustments
10 at the 11.
on the defense.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
See, I'll give you an example, guys. Right? In these games that I play, I never read their offensive personnel. Like right now it's saying gun on the line off close, right? I could put certain defenses out there to force them nickel and dime or run with them all.
7-0 ball game.
Right? The point of the game is to not give up big plays. Get big plays and don't give up big plays. And that means matching up. I'm not matching up to stop the run.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And
Like I said, I'll never match up.
Here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Some of that. There's a lot of things. There's that wide stick again. There's a bootleg. There's a the reverse. What you call it? There's the fake jet and then a little bit. I was gonna say you could just run it pretty quick. And I can tell you why. I'm a master of running the ball. I can tell you why. Everything is crowded right there in the middle.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
But like I said, I don't win the ball.
Now his guys are going to go for the
That's the only
two-point
thing I do.
conversion. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and this play is not going to
Ah, that's bullshit. That's a touchdown. I'm not biased, I'll tell you. 7-7 right now. That's 7-7. The last guy, so I haven't been stopped in 6 straight drives, guys, on offense with the worst quarterback. And I'm saying this because you can play this way too. Play this way. 6 straight drives, I haven't been stopped. 5 drives against Patriots last game, 1 drive, first drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is
I cannot play with, 4 or 5 plays a game like 99.9% players. I would have no fun if you doing it. I like to use the 5 moves of doom. Like I say, I don't use a scheme. Nothing wrong with it. But they ruined my fun for not using a scheme.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there.
This isn't like a challenge video, guys. You know I've been playing with punters at quarterback. I play with punters at quarterback, kickers and punters at quarterback for 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and then along with backups too in the field. Like I don't have James Cook here. I don't have Amari Cooper. And if they had even elite tight ends, I'd take them out.
Throwing Buechele. Getting this ball.
See, I throw that knowing he picked up. See?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be.
Did I read defense there? No. Did I do my blocking adjustments? No. Did I read the corners? Did I read the front? Did I read the formation? No.
So they just
That's what I'm talking about.
Yard here to pick up the first down.
Cougar 19, Panther 60, Panther 60.
No audible.
79 Broncos.
Buechele looking to throw. He's going to get that to his
Dude,
running back out of the backfield.
Didn't know much time
Bills are
to
going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Just a double stack here.
Now they'll change things around.
See, use things to your advantage. Certain sets you're able to audible out to like 15, 20 sets. Other sets.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down.
Right there, it's just as easy as reading. Are they going to cover that smoke route or screen? Are they playing in between? Are they leaving it? Or are they staying on it, sticking on it? It's that easy. I don't know if he has cover 2. He could have cover 4. He could have cover 3, cloud 2. He could disguise it. Who knows?
They'll look to throw again. A dump off for Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain.
I can literally pick any play and run it against any defense. But like I said, it's not enough. If you just read the safeties, you're going to get got. You got to read every level of defense. You got to read every level. Best thing you can do is not audible. Pick defenses that, look hard to read, but do not audible.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down,
So
okay.
17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a
Didn't know
defender,
it was third down.
I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Most likely a bad play call like this.
Changing this at the line.
Come on.
They're going on 4th down. It's Buechele. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yep, what did I just say?
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see.
Times at the end of the half for my opponent or me. Didn't know it was third down twice on that drive.
Getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead.
Like I said, this is a social experiment. He wasn't talking when the game first started. He's talking now. Because probably saw me using third string quarterback. Probably doesn't know it's the worst quarterback. But like I said, if you read my profile, I'll have to send you screenshots of what it says. I'm not trolling, playing with backups or punters at quarterback. I play that way because I try to play discipline for tournaments. I'm undefeated in tournaments. I'm undefeated in meaningful games, not meaningless games. I will never. I will play for free. I will never try for free.
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half
There's one seam pass.
moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs
You want to give me a cover zero now?
give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee.
See, if I don't read that, I don't know what's coming, and if I have a bad play call, right? Then what? It could be a disguise cover zero. I doubt it though. I don't have a good play right now against it. Well, you want to do that too. You want to try to disguise that too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And pass the
I know I'm not going to get it with the streaks, with the routes downfield. That'd be stupid. Memory bank experience. I said the 23 years of experience I have really don't mean shit to me because I only really learned to play the game the last 2 to 4 years because I play with punters. Don't make it easy on yourself. Make it hard. That's how you'll learn.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
See?
This one incomplete.
Memory bank experience. I could force that, angle route right there by the receiver. But if that corner on him or defender on him is playing tight, you never know. I'm playing with the worst quarterback. He might not get that ball in front of him. He might throw it behind him. Could be a pick. Right?
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Careful. Based off your look.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat here
for
Johnson.
So guys, memory bank experience. I want the scats. I want the spots if they're not there. I want the streak if it's not there. Running back.
You can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
I don't blame them there. It's 3rd down.
The opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space.
Sometimes you're a risk guy. You do that. But I don't really have anybody here. Samuel. I took out Amari Cooper. I don't have anybody. Not gonna go with this play. That's what a lot of players do. Lazy shit.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in.
Like I said, I'm not doing this. When I played last game, I wasn't doing a challenge to try to score every drive.
So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Bad play call. Why? You could see.
In motion, Aguilar. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not
those are easy to defend because you can literally just throw and do anything. You don't have to do.
Here's Jackson. It's caught by
See? Lazy.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this.
But like they'll say, oh, if he wins with it, oh, I play lazy and I win, right? I don't need to hear anything like I said.
Inside handoff, Henry.
They're running the ball, they're using scheme.
He takes this one down to the 15.
Hey, middle.
The slot man in motion right.
And the master running the ball.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he stopped immediately.
Because I know where the backside pursuit is. I know where my double teams are. I know where my single blocks are.
A nice play design there with the touch pass.
I read the front, I read the safeties if I want to run the ball. All of that.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing.
I run too. When you have backside pursuit, if you feel like, for example, you're going to get backside pursuit running the ball, let's say from the left side, you run to the left side. You run to where the backside pursuit is.
reach the 5-yard
You run right at the backside pursuit. You run right at the blitz.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger,
Good
running with it,
blitzes,
and picking up a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a
I told him I'm not
taking it from
matching
the 5 down to the 3.
And he could have any pass he wants, because if you're not matching up, you're doing shit with your safeties, you're blitzing certain guys you shouldn't be, you know, that's what happens. When you don't match up with your front, you try to match up with your secondary, with your other defenders, you're in trouble.
The third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, single back wing tight Z. This could be a regular run, could be a pass, quick pass, could be a rollout bootleg. It could be that, like I said, that fake wide receiver handoff, or a fake run and then wide receiver handoff and end around or whatever. Once again, you can run it outside. And you can run it inside. See?
13.
Henry again.
Told you.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I'm not matching up.
Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. But just power football there down near the goal line.
And what do you think they use with the Ravens?
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes
You
you have
really
those
mean
big
that?
offensive linemen come in after report like
And why is he going for two?
all they're doing
Maybe he just is that kind of player, just like me, or he thinks we were trash talking.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point
My thing is,
ball game.
I'm not telling players how to
Tucker
play.
now kick it
Just don't play
away following
lazy.
the touchdown.
Play the game the right way. Add another read or two on your offense. Check to a run like
And no run
when it's
back here.
favorable,
That's gonna be a
like he did,
touchback.
but
And
don't
we'll
just,
kick it
oh,
out
I'm
to
going
the
to spam the
30-yard
run.
line.
Oh, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm going to check the front every single play, and I'm going to run the ball. Right? What do you think I'm undefeated in tournament? I don't run it every time. I run it just enough to make them play on it. But these players, all different levels.
The fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A short throw pulled in by
So my
Kincaid.
fourth read.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
You have to play laser right here and try to force the pass. It could be stepped off, depending on the technique they have downfield. Right? But why do that?
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline.
Fourth
Look
read.
at that catch. Dragging
Again.
the toes, and that's going to be a first
So
down. Well
it says I
done.
use sail, and I actually did use
17
sail.
yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You could even go to that with two reads. You just key in on the defender. Are they pressing the other? Are they pressing the running back? Or are they, who's open? The running back or the corner? Yeah. That's it.
A first down carry for Davis. And the stop here.
Do I need Josh Allen? Do I need James Cook?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
I don't need them. Just like he don't need Lamar Jackson. He don't need Derrick Henry. He don't need to even run the ball. Just need to be smart with your play calls. Just need to read the defense. Stay back in.
Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
Second down and inches.
See how long I took to go to the flats? That means I went through other reads first. Right. Easy, but they want to make it too easy. And be like, oh, if my opponent has the wrong front, I'm gonna run it. If my opponent isn't covering the middle, I'm gonna pass it down the middle. Right? If my opponent isn't backing out somebody, right? I don't back out, guys. They do.
Inside give to Davis.
I don't back out guys. I don't user rush. I don't play fag D. I don't put guys in the D line on
first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
If I do, it's like if I think I'm late and I don't have timeouts or something.
From the gun, it's Buechele. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
If I read the defense, I'm audibly out of that.
Mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call.
Good play here, in my
Just throw
opinion.
that one away.
But just can't be lazy.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
I'm reading the shit that I want first against the defense that I see. If it's not there, then I was wrong with what I saw from the defense. And then what? You got your back with them. That easy. But if I'm not doing my blocking adjustments either. I told him, mix it up.
They go play action here on first down.
There's your one out route.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
One seam and one out.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That time, I didn't read that. And once again, backup plan. I was thinking he was really coming with that blitz. And what was I thinking? I read the deep over route in the middle, and then I read the flats. Didn't like it. Out. Wide open. That easy. That's all I want you guys to do. That's all. Because it's so hard. Isn't that hard?
Buechele. Caught right side, Davis. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Pre-snap, I didn't like that pre-snap because it looked like there was an extra defender in coverage there on the right side. But then I was like, I'm still going to take a peek of it. That guy got out of the way, and it looked like, they were all focused on the other routes. So I went to it. Now he wants to go goal line. I never go goal line. That's the reason. The offense has too many options when you do goal line. I could run it right now based off his. Well, it's not goal line. I could run it right now.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
If he gets me right here, it's gonna be because he did something that I don't do. I don't back out guys from the D line. I don't use a rush. I don't play fag D.
After the false start, as they try again on 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
I don't feel bad if I take something easy to score touchdown right here. I'll feel bad.
Motion man is Shakir. Back to throw. Throw left side.
I feel bad for that. Everything else is covered. Oh, but if I keep a game close or win, respect. If I don't play a certain way and I get my ass creamed, my ass beat real bad, oh, you suck, you're trash. Like I said, I've never in my entire Madden career or gaming career said it, okay? 25 years of gaming. Even as a little kid, I never said it. So, you tell me.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down.
A bad play call, one. I'm using bench pivot in a close, what do they call it, compressed area of the field.
After the touchdown,
I could have used a play that's both good for run or pass. Not necessarily a play action, but just a, standard passing formation or heavy run formation that allows you to have a quick pass, play action, or run, right? What do I go to? Because I go quick. First page of coaching suggestions. That's all he got. He got the first page of coaching suggestions and recent plays. He didn't even see one of my favorite plays. He didn't see one play from my favorite plays.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
See? Why did he run from me? I didn't run from him. I ran commit and then I reset my defensive play. They should
specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lamar changing the look. Henry again on second down. There he goes again. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 9.
I never go in goal line. I go down right outside goal line. When you get a big play, you always have to be outside the 10 to not be in goal line. To make sure you're not in goal line if you want to run the clock out.
Here's first and goal.
I did that on purpose so he would get a big one.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bills will use.
Now you're giving me 2 outs. I can try to stop him so that we only get the field goal. Or he can go for it on 4th down, so there's 3 options. He could kick a field goal, he can go for it on 4th down and have turnover on downs, and he could score. So there's 3 options.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Yep, that's what I was talking about right there. I said that earlier in the game. Said that earlier in the game. Get in the round.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You guys seem to be on my live when I talk, and when I don't talk, you guys come in for 10 seconds and leave every time. Why is that? You guys even hear somebody talking like it's not entertaining enough just to watch somebody play?
Throwing Jackson.
Well, I was gonna say I covered the deep guy, and I was gonna say you better not throw the guy in the drag. He picked off. See what did I say? 4th and goal now. Do you trust your defense? Your defense play good. Do you trust them? It'll be the ultimate troll job if you just kick the field goal and stopped me. You know, I'm not trying to get in their head. I'm just telling you. Other players will get in their head to make them decide what to do. Seam, post, pick up with Lamar.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
And now, I don't even have a chance.
And they turn it over. They can't hook up.
I told you I don't match up 80% of the game. Match up where it matters most.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really.
I was going to say, should I? The seam was wide open. Another seam was wide open.
They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
70 Timberwolves, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings.
I know you guys are probably running the ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities.
But like I said, I don't care about these games. You could get a pick 6. I could fumble. I don't care.
Now they face a 3rd
I got what I wanted.
after that
I'm not trying to win games. These games. He could very well get me right here.
Here's Buechele to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So you know what, guys? I'm playing with the worst quarterback, so I'll punt it away.
That looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up.
You talked all game, so.
And broke the play up.
Here's Sam Martin.
You talked all game too. Yeah, but I tell players what kind of player I am and what kind of player they are. That's all. It's not trash talking. Wow, that's fucking fun.
On the return is Sims. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards.
Now he's going to bring everything out. I guarantee it. It's probably going to be, well, obviously. But whether it was under 2 minutes or almost 2 minutes left or right now, he's probably going with heavy deep passes. What I mean is seams, corners, posts, comebacks, everything. Everything's on the table, right? Not me.
Quick, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Sit on. Sit on.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Running free at the 45.
At least that
takes
timeout.
it all
One
the way
left.
up to the 47. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds
Remember,
remaining.
guys, I didn't do anything in
A
this
lot of
game.
times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here,
Don't
they
worry.
got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little
Game
gain out
trial
of it.
game.
Hey, middle. Sit on.
Now Jackson steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But
That would have
this'll
been
get
perfect.
out
That
of
would have been
bounds,
fitting
so
because
possession will stay the same.
we deserve to
You can
win.
almost see
Players who
inside his face mask
don't
there,
try
the look of
and play lazy
relief.
don't
He
deserve to
coughed
win.
it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone
Well, that's
came
on
out
me.
with the horseshoe,
I didn't
weren't they?
try.
If
I
were
played
him,
lazy.
I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking
But
points.
now he's
Definitely don't
going
want to
for my
lose the
reads.
football at this junction.
Better than anything he's doing.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I wouldn't have called timeout there if I
Ravens
was
going to
him.
use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
But they certainly had success throughout this
Right.
contest.
Reading
the ball in
leverages,
the passing
techniques,
game, and there he
right?
picks up another first
Freebies.
down. Whatever they
Easy.
saw going into this
Did I
one,
do that
they've
once
been able to
again?
capitalize
Oh,
on
ho,
it,
ho,
and
ho,
no
ho, I
adjustment has
won,
been
you
made
lost.
to
You
take it
limited
away.
yourself. How does that feel for the
This
undefeated
offense
tournaments,
cannot
buddy?
stop the clock now. No
Getting the
timeouts
ball here.
remaining as they come up here first down.
Out.
Here's Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there.
Kick the field goal now.
Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to
Thank
stop
you.
the pressure.
Oh, wow.
We saw
I didn't even
another
know.
example of
I
it
didn't
there.
tell him kick the field goal now
And I
because
tell you,
I
when
had
it comes to
time.
needing
Wow.
a field goal in closing
I was
seconds
telling him kick the
pressure
field goal now
situation, there's
because even
something
I
to be
would.
said for
That's
having a
good.
veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
So, Take it this one.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a
Because I'd be
touchback,
wasting clock.
and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
You're trying to throw me not playing quarters through this right now?
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big
Take quarters
hit
through
if he
these
had
right now.
connected.
Do it
Instead,
right
it's
now.
second down.
Work with me, partner.
Please,
Take
I
a
dare
deep
you.
breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That
I just gotta find
incompletion
that one
allowed
play.
them to exhale a little bit. Get in the
Mhm.
huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
I'm just finding when I need it. I gotta remember the formation. Oh, this is one.
They'll come up now on second down.
Oh, it's not gonna matter if you back out. You should have put quarters through you right here.
They're going to
You
get
better.
this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
Oh my
His throw,
God!
a good one, and it's caught. Curtis
I told you to do it. Nobody's gonna tell you what to do against them. Thank you very much.
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final
Told you guys.
play. So it's a win here for the Bills, and it was all
Don't
thanks
fuck
to the
around.
play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight.
I was gonna tell him,
Touchdown
use
passes,
your
and he's instrumental
Dion
in
right there.
earning this victory.
Get out there. He probably did know, but he was
So that'll
too
do
late.
it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
I deserve a damn
This has
fucking
been a
Nobel Peace Prize right
presentation
now.
of the NFL on EA
What I did was
Sports.
better than anything Trump ever did
From
in his life.
Philadelphia.
It's funny.
Good night, everybody.
Oh my God. You guys saw it live. You guys saw it right here. You saw it live. All the shit I had to deal with these players. Them playing lazy. Lazy as fuck. I accidentally finished the game. I wanted to watch my highlights. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my greatest like play to win a game, but it's up there, probably top five, lower top five. Not like top two or three, but maybe four or five. I mean, you see these games that I'm close. I played with a kicker, one of these games, and I lost close game. And I'm playing with the worst quarterback right now. Make the game hard on you guys. Make the game hard. Play with kickers. Play with punters. Play with backup wide receivers. Keep your offensive line. Get in practice. Read the entire defense. When I say read the entire defense, I'm talking about whoever just came on my live. I just had one of the greatest comebacks with one play left. I went with a double pass to win the game. I told my opponent go to quarters three deep. Didn't listen. That's what happens when you try to troll. That's what happens. I beat him with a wide receiver double pass. He probably wants to kill himself right now. I'll check on him. I'll check up on him. He tried so hard in that game. I didn't try. I didn't try by my standards and like I play in tournaments. If you want to see how I play in tournaments, and I didn't even try last two games ago, I scored five straight drives. Did not stop me once. Tried everything. They tried every defense. They tried user rushing. They tried playing fag D. They tried backing out themselves. They tried audibling right before the snap. They tried everything. But listen, offensively, it's very hard to be stopped when you don't have to read every level of the defense. You don't have to, but telling you you want to. You want to take as much information from the defense as possible. And if you do catch your opponent audibly at times, you don't let them set and you beat them for a touchdown. I haven't a big player touchdown. I haven't done that in a while, but I do that in tournaments. And I do that when my opponent is really trying to talk shit. I tell you one thing, here's like five things you don't want to do against me. Don't use a rush against me, because I'll try. Don't put cover zeros out there, because if you get me with one, you'll piss me off to the point where I'm going to try. Don't audible constantly. Don't make me catch you audibling constantly. Don't make me catching you going on your mic or celebrating like constantly after every single play, and you'll be fine. I'll play stupid. I'll play one dimensional. Uh, you know, but if you piss me off, I will play smart. I will run the ball. I will read the entire defense. It's like I don't want to stop playing right now, but I also I'm not in the mood to play right now. I'm really not. So you guys can rewind the live stream because you're on it, and I don't know, say what's up in the comment section. I don't need to play another game. We could just talk. That's what I should do on my live streams. I should just say when I'm not in the mood, we can just talk, or I can just go and practice and show you guys that now that you're here, I can show you what I do. Because I'm playing with practice. Like I could literally have a headache and go and practice and show you guys what I do. But when it comes to playing a game, if I'm really not in the mood, it's really not worth it. Because then I got to deal with people saying, "Oh, you're trash, you suck, blah blah blah." Oh, excuses, excuses. Just admit you suck. All the trash talk, right? So I'm gonna show you guys. So one thing I should have done. I always say I go against the best offense when I'm on defense, and I go up against the best offense when I'm on defense, and the best defense when I'm on offense. But one thing I should have done was do what I'm do what I'm doing, playing with the Bills because they have the worst quarterback. So I'll be doing that. Practice with a kicker and punter at quarterback. You'll be surprised. You know, take players out, put backups in, try to make it as hard as possible. Play on the road, play games on the road, play against the best defense. Make it as hard as possible because only then will you actually get better. Only then is when you learn, oh, Why did I take a coverage sack here? Oh, why did I throw a pick here? Oh, what defense was that? What was that? What was this? You know, what happened? You know. So I'm gonna go random. I don't want to go random. I'll go. Let's see, pass. Like, if I would go with quick pass, I would like it out of like more wide receivers, not just like. Let's see here. All right, I go inside switch. That's an easy pass concept.
Come on, set.
And I'll tell you what. You can literally, whether you read this outside in or inside out, and you can read the middle of the defense. Let's say here. One high, then playing back. But okay, I should basically do a test, right, guys? So I would say, based off this defense that you're seeing right now, do you think it's favorable to go to the deep routes? Do you think we should audible to a run, or do you think we should where do you think we would go, right? Based off this, well, I'll always take a peek no matter what. Like you could say, all right, they look like they're in a deep defense, right? But they're also in the base defense. So what does that mean? Well, we could audible to a run, but for the most part, out of this formation, out of this set, the run probably is going to get stopped based off that front, right? So you could say, oh, they're playing back. Okay, maybe we take a peek for deep routes. Maybe that corner comes open, like a back shoulder, it just comes back open. You know what I mean? Once again, we still read everything else out. You time your reads and your progression. You try to be a little quicker. You don't want to try to. When I started going through my progression, my reads early in my Madden career, a few years ago, I would end up going through my reads too quick to a fault, to the point where I'd give up like wide open touchdowns and stuff. But this time, flat. I am still reading 3-4 guy. I'm still reading the left side and the middle. Now we're facing too high. Now, but with based off the front, now we can slip in a run if we have a run, especially off tackle right here. It depends if they just blitz though. If they blitz somebody, then it's not a good play. Okay, we're getting 3 yards. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Just to show you guys for the purposes of the video right here. Once again, deep defense, right? But the front, I mean, we can audible to another run. Let's see how our alignment looks here. Whenever you do that, the alignment's going to change. We can motion somebody else out here and see if they're in man or zone. They're most likely probably in zone. But that will also back some guys out of that front. See what that does. Now we can take advantage of that. See, but I don't run the ball, guys. I don't run the ball in meaningless games online. And what do you think that is? This time the corner. Years ago, I would just be okay with looking at the spot, just thinking, oh, everything deep's going to be covered, so I'm just going to cancel them out, right? And then you give up touch, like I said, like a touchdown right there. What are you playing? This time they're playing a little deeper. Okay, we don't want to get to the line of scrimmage, but yeah. All right, this time it's cover 0, guys, right? Unless those linebackers are playing like deep blues, trying to get back. If that's the case, we'll check it down, go through a read. It's cover 0. Here's what you want to think. Okay, first of all, based off this, I really want to go to something better, right? But I'll keep it and just see like if that can hit that right there. Yep, touchdown. Okay. The reason I said that was because, first of all, they're matching up with 5 down linemen, right? And then the extra blitzers are probably, because one of those 5 down linemen might get unblocked, or the edge guy gets unblocked, right? Right here, once again, run it. And you're just basically, well, right now I don't like it because they're showing me that it was a base defense the whole time, right? Audibly would kind of tell you, give you a definitive look at the front and the whole defense. Right here, it's just either triangle or square. I'm going to square probably. Base up that look. You got me. I'm thinking I could throw it over.
Let's go.
We need a high bullet pass for that. And even then, maybe picked off down here by a safety here. I don't like this play because I'm staring down that, I don't know, China double move from the tight end. I don't know what it is. What's it called? Tight end hitch and go. Really. Okay. I gotta say, I mean, I would love to have this play work for me in game or even in practice, to be honest, but it never does. See, if it's not open, you read the middle, boom. That easy. Oh wow, what happened there? I'm throwing a drag way. Oh, that was the one that has a drag, the PA wheel. That's why it's going on. Oops, see details, guys.
60 eagle.
I just hate how long the motion takes. It's obvious, but I like it because it's obvious what's going on. But I also don't like it because it annoys me. You know, I want to go fast. I want to go fast. I'm not looking at the rush, guys. You want to get in the habit of not looking at the rush. Sometimes certain plays taking a peek, right? But you don't want to make that happen. For the most part, you're not going to get sacked if you do everything right. I took that long because I thought my block and release route was going to get open, and then, didn't. Cover 2, probably cover 2 hard flats. Cover 2 invert, probably. This time they're giving you what? Mug look, nickel mug, right? Whenever you get that, you're keening on that corner and outside guy on the right. Yeah. Damn. Okay, now we're getting a strong safety blitz. Do we think it could be an engage 8? No. Why? Because most engage 8s are out of base defenses, but I could be wrong. I like to go to, if I do ever go to gun empty chip, I do not like it, but I'll keep it in game if I went to it by accident, and I'll hot route the running back, so both of them do not block. And that will happen if you're using the worst quarterback in the game, but more often than not, I'm completing that. So. Actually, I don't even want to wait for that anymore. See, with skinny posts, double posts, it's basically reading both sides, or you can read the safeties, pre-snap. I mean, as soon as you hike it, you see, depending on what they do. Right? Okay. Because I read both safeties, which means I cancel out both posts. Both posts based off the safety. Okay, right here we might have something. How about that? Once again. That's what I'm talking about right there. That happens with the, you don't account for that. Okay. Once again, could this be an engage 8? No, because somebody's right over Samuel. They could blitz. They could always blitz. Let's see here. Okay. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm not using the high bullet. I'm not. That shit would be terrible. Based off this, let's see. Give me cover 0. You see what they just did? Not only did they bring down the free safety, but they're bringing down somebody there. He could play coverage, and they could blitz off the edge, or he could also blitz off the edge. Once again, do we think this is a engage 8? No, because this could actually be a cover 0 instead. Okay. Again. So it wasn't an engage 8, but it was a cover 0. You know what I'm saying? Take as much information from the defense. Sometimes it's more obvious than not. Sometimes you got to work a little bit. Motion or audible, whatever.
Ready up. Ready.
Ah, yeah.
Let's go now.
This, I don't really like this play for the running back. So basically, this is almost just like curl flats for me. But sometimes I'll take a peek to see exactly what they're doing. Okay. Flat. Okay. Now they're one high. I take a peek to the fade, the slot fades on both sides, and I'm checking it down. I read everything. I read both slot fades and I read the running back on that strike route or whatever you want to call it. All right, this time they're coming down. Try not to go right here. Too high. Corners are back. Let's try to see if we can go to a bunch. If we get a bunch play here, let's see what we Let's go to this. We don't think it's a cover 0. We don't think it's an engage 8. Obviously, those are the two defenses when what is out. And now, if it is cover 0, if I have the time, yep, cover 0. Slants, send in another. Damn. The reason, looking back on it, maybe I don't want to go to that because it's Humphrey, but speed and press, I like it. Why is it don't matter what quarterback I have. What's going on in that school?
Okay, ready?
See, if you know that, like, you add another read, you say, okay, I'll hot route something deep to take the bench that's it coming down. Again, here.
Come on, set! 60 Eagle! Go!
One here, back shoulder. I didn't like the play at all. I just decided to go. They rotate down the 1. Let's read the front here. Let's go with a base blocking adjustment here to take care of those 5 right there, hopefully. Easy. Nope. It would be not a 50-50, but just a situation. I threw it to him because, I threw it. I knew I was still fine because he's a big guy. No way we're getting picked up. 2, deep cover 2. Deep cover 2 show. I don't like this run against this run, but now I do. See what happened right there? Audiblen took him back out. Look at that. Look at what that does for you. Look at what that does for you. Audiblen, look at what it does. Right? Could it be an engage 8? It could be. Because it is a base defense, so it's you just want to ask yourself, it's a really good possibility. Yes, 8 or 9 out of 10 times. Nope. Okay. What? Okay, what is going on, man?
Let's go now.
Shit, what does that come down to at that point? I missed that throw. Bad miss on the throw.
Ready, set. 18 card.
Once again, deep cover 2 shell.
Ready. Bronco 80.
What's the audible going to do now?
Go.
This time we're running inside instead of out.
Ready.
Do the motion pump and go. I don't like the switch concept. I'm going to read it. So now that I think about it, it's when you have a switch concept, it's every play in general. You want to read it the right way. So what is a switch? All these years I thought I want to read the switch first because a lot of the times you stare it down. You know, Samuel could get open a lot of the time. Ooh.
Let's go.
But if they do something like that, let's see. Even taking a peek at them, look what happened. I didn't even have enough time. I didn't read the prompt. See, guys, see, that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. I like this play, even though it don't work out great. I love this play because if it's cover 2 man, you got the tight end, you got here, you got Coleman. Even better.
Here we go.
Still no engage 8, I don't think. Actually, probably not. I would say probably not, but didn't know what route he had. This time it's the free safety blitz out of probably 4-4. So you want to just immediately go to just wait a tick, like just a tick. That was just a tick right there. We throw it over there. There's times where you have to wait a little bit and go to something else because you're not going to have enough time to go to that. But if you get that look where the linebacker's trying to run across the field to cover him in man, you're going to have that every time. Ah, square. Oh, I got it. I thought I wasn't going to have enough time. I was like, square. You can throw guys who are not open as long as they're like in front of the defender. But if you wait longer, he's going to go upfield, and you can probably throw that. Probably get throw pick. Executing that will, guys. Does not matter what the defense is in. If you have your blocking adjustments, you're reading the safeties, pre-snap depths, and you have an educated guess, and you're going through your reads and keying defenders while you're going through your reads, how can you be stopped? How can you? But it's impossible to really take every play seriously. It really is.
Come on, set. 7-5.
I'm out throwing it. I'm out throwing. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I know it's not like a, it's a blitz, but I'm still gonna be able to throw that. I'll throw it.
60 by 6.
Sometimes you take a risk on it. You never know what the defender. Birds on the fence type look. This time, the linebacker should once again, because it's man coverage, the linebacker should run with him. Okay, it's a safety this time. Someone underneath this time. Okay. See, that time because it's a safety, he's more rangy, he's got more speed than the linebacker, so I don't want to try to lob it to pick it off. That time, I'm going to basically to the flat and a little bit higher, kind of like a upfield flat throw, right? So that's the difference. If it's a safety, I want an upfield flat throw, but you also have him going through those slants. That's the problem too. So when the free safety, it's not going to happen every time, but But let's say he was able to get there. It's a race between me and him. I make a move on him. He's the only guy who can tackle me. You know what I mean? So, but if it's a linebacker, you throw it over the top. You wait. Like if the linebacker get there, it's a linebacker. Let's say he's still here. That you lob it or whatever. Make the right throw. If it's a linebacker trying to go across the field to cover him. If it's, let's say, a strong safety for whatever reason, which would be stupid, sometimes they will do that. Sometimes one will go across to follow the running back. But a lot of times they'll do that, but they'll switch almost like a zone responsibility. They'll switch to the other guy. Basically, they'll say, like, okay, I'm closer to 86 and you're closer to the running back. So let's switch our man responsibilities. You take the running back because, that's what would happen in real life too. Because based off what the tight end's doing, probably not giving up a big play to the tight end because there's an all-out blitz. But if they switch the responsibility with man, sometimes he'd be covering the tight end. He's not, but they'll do that sometimes, and you gotta that makes it tough sometimes. They'll switch their man responsibilities too, just like they do in zone. If they believe they're way out of, if they're like, if they have a busted coverage or something. Once again, goes on the fence. Let's try it again this time. So what's this? Okay. Now, we run it and see which one's following him. I don't want to call it. Okay, once again, now let's really read it out. I want to field throw to beat him. I have a race with him. If it's a linebacker, you throw it deep. If it's, basically it, right? If like, let's say this guy was aligned with him, that makes it tougher because he can cover, you know. They're playing deep, right? Like I said, guys, so you can audible to a run. I don't like runs out of RPOs because they're longer developing, but I'll just keep it. It ends up working. Ends up working out because, they have less guys on, like, with their hands in the dirt and they're crowding too. So, most of the time when that happens, the offensive line can engage a little longer with them because of that reason. Okay. All right. So what I mean when you read the entire defense, this is a prime example right here. One high, corners are playing back, but what's the front doing? Is it a front where you think it's, okay to run the ball? Eh. Like if I had to put on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being, oh yeah, run the ball. 10 is like quarters 3 deep, run the ball, right? I would probably say this is a 6 or 7 to run the ball against this front. Out of 10, 6 out of 10 to run this ball, 6 or 7 out of 10. Well, let's say, okay, what else? So they're deep, they're playing one high, the corners are deep, but let's do one thing else. Just like I say, add an extra read or two in your progression when you play an offense. Add an extra level of defense to read. Add the front to read. Not just add the front to say, okay, can we run it? No, add the front. The front will tell you the whole look of the defense, basically, the whole picture will tell you what defensive formation it is. So you count the guys who are not on the ball or off the ball, right? I mean, you count the guys who have their hand in the dirt, right? There's 3 guys, right? First of all, as soon as I see this, I know it's nickel 3-3-5, possibly nickel 3-3-5 penny because that's like my defense that I use because I'm on autopilot on defense. So that's the defense I use. So I know that, right? But this is why I say one day I just got better defensively by accident because I went to all plays on my custom playbook on offense. I really just wanted to focus on offense. I ended up saying, you know what, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I can, find out, oh, I'm going to write down, if my opponent comes down in a bunch, I'm going to look on my phone, on my notes, okay, what are the zones that are good against bunch? Okay, there we go. Like if they basically ran the same formations all game long, I have a list of plays defensively. Okay, I have my blitzes that work against it. I have my zones that work against it. I have my, certain drop defenses that work against it, right? Force them to nickel and dime, bring in a blitz from, sparingly, whatever. You know what I mean? Just like, that's just an example. I don't even do that. That's just like what I would do. Tell you guys what you should do. I don't even do that. I'm probably doing that if I'm playing tournaments. I'm really studying their tendencies. I'm really seeing, okay, what are their favorite formations? Are they giving me only 2, 3 formations all game long? What are they doing? Are they doing anything else with it? Are they hot routing anything? Are they going in empty? What empty is it? Is it gun bunch quad? Is it gun empty bunch? Because gun empty bunch can pose big threats against certain deep defenses. Like if you're going to call cover 4 drop, they have the vertical routes on the right side, and then they also have like the seams. So it's so easy just to like read the seam and then you read the verticals. One of them's wide open. So it's like you gotta really try to force them to nickel and dime at times, and then you bring in blitzes. It could be, for example, defensively, I like to go with the look of a cover 3 free safety or strong safety blitz, and then I will audible, and then you can't see that I audible. A lot of times you can't see like, okay, I audible to a cover 2 out of it, or a cover 4, and it was a cover 3 safety blitz. I audible to a cover 4 drop, and sometimes they will not audible to too high, and they'll stay in that one high look. But 2 safeties are both going to do their job deep downfield. They're going to, the cover 4 quarters, they're going to do what they do. But you have that look of the cover. You have that, like, you're speeding up that quarterback's, like clock, because you saw like, oh, that could be a regular cover 3 he was in, or that safety came down to show regular cover 3, or he's coming down on the blitz. Now I have to, like, he has to set up his reads a certain way and has internal clock quicken because of it. And then guess what? Everybody's backed up. He can't go deep. He's got to check it down short, and then I'm using that short right away, picked off, or he has time to. He realizes he has time to pocket, but now he's like confused, like what the fuck is it? What the hell is the defense in? And then he throws the pick. So that's what I do, like defensively, but it's all about mixing it up. It's all about disguising your defense. It's all about reading your opponent's offense, just like you read your opponent's defense. Right here, I don't need to tell you guys. I shouldn't have to tell you guys if you're an average player that this defense is a base defense. It's one high, right? So for example, we're trying to get as much information from the defense. It's one high. The corners are other players. When I used to watch YouTube clips, like back in 2015, 2016, that was the last time I watched YouTube clips because I don't need to anymore. I would just hear, oh, it's one high. It's probably cover 1. It's probably cover 3. Me, just like I tell you guys to add 1 or 2 more reads to your progression on offense, add 1 or 2 more areas of the defense to read. You could say, okay, we can audible to a run. But if you're a novice, this guy could actually be blitzing because this is a regular base defense. And only because we put a wide receiver out there, he went out there. Okay, so he could be in the zone or he could be blitzing. And you can read that. Okay. Yeah. And we got picked off there because it's a bad play. I should have just threw the ball away. I kept it just for the video. Okay, once again, you see how now it's even a bigger front. But the thing is, look at how the edge guys, right? This is like a nickel 2-4-5 or like a normal nickel or something. It could be a dime, type of dime, nickel or dime. So, let's say they pinch. Well, we probably run it like out tackle, outside, what do they call it, off tackle, right? If they pinch, if they would have pinched, it would be us against basically this guy right here. He would be the only guy to make a play because these guys would be running with the receivers, right? But right here, we'll try to audible to something. This is more of a right in the middle here. So, we could have made a cut to the right there. There was a hole right there to be had. Right here. Cut right here. because everybody's getting blocked in the middle. This guy's still engaged, disengaging. Cut to the right, big play. Or just running to the right. You know. And you can literally, one thing I did from a young age playing Madden, you can literally audible against the picture that you're seeing from the defense. So obviously, that's like, probably common sense, probably Captain Obvious right now. But once again, what does the front look like? This time, it looks like, from the whole defense, too high. The corners are playing 5 yards back. It could be, like you're trying to eliminate the possibility. We don't think it's a cover 4 or quarters. They could rotate one of their safeties, but we don't need to worry about that. Only if we had like maybe routes like this, right? Or let's say we go with four verticals, right? If they all stay back, we can check it down to Johnson. If one of them rotates down, we have one of the seam passes, or we have like Shakir or Coleman late, so they rotate. He has an out. He ran the route out. If he was gonna run the hitch, I wouldn't have thrown it, and I would have went back to the rest of the 4 verticals, and I would have thrown one of these guys back shoulder, Shakir or Coleman right here. Coleman didn't look as good, but Shakir did for back shoulder, based off how the offense playing. Okay, so now they're giving us a very what do you think? Is it quarters or cover 0? It's cover 0. Why? Because it looks like somebody's playing right on Samuel, but you have both safeties basically trying to align with our slot receivers. It's like I said, it's the most obvious defense to read if you're reading defense. Now we want to, and why are we not worried? Because we think we're going to be able to get at least 2 reads out of this. But do we like this play? I'll just keep it and go to Kincaid late or Samuel, even though it's not a good play. You know what I'm saying? Cover 0, you got that. Not only was it there, it was wide open. Could you throw it wide open? 1 high, once again, if we audible to like a more, let's say, shotgun, let's see, you can go tight, and that'll show you what the defense is going to be brought in more, right? So so you can see now, everybody's playing back here. But somebody, okay. Right. Going to our reads. See, we didn't know what the defense was in. Everybody was looking like they were playing back. When they play back, and we get a good tell, but we go through our reads. We saw what? We take a peek at the front. Nobody blitzed, so we knew what mesh spot we can go through our reads. They only rushed 3. Stay in the pocket. Stepped up and made the throw. So that's just like so it ended up being a cover 2 invert because it's 1 high and they had a cover 2 shell, deep cover 2 shell, cover 2 invert, cover 2 shell right here. That's why the spot's wide open. But like I said, there can be times where you may not know what the defense is in. But if you call a good play call and you see like, okay, we may not know what the defense is in. They really got me pre-snap. I don't know. I have no idea. I just know it's 1 high. I have no idea. It could be cover 1 hole. It could be cover 1 robber. It could be cover 1 thief. It could be cover 3 match. It could be whatever. You know what I mean? It could be cover 3 cloud 2. It could be whatever. It could be shit. It could be a lot of things. But we take a peek at the line, the front. Nobody's blitzing. They only blitz 3. And what else? We have a good play call. We have drags to beat man. We have a spot. We have a wheel that can beat both man and zone, cover 2 or zones. We have drags that can beat man in certain zones. We have a spot that can beat cover 2 that can also get open. It would be a little risky to throw that spot against man coverage, but if it's there, worse, you get an incomplete pass, hopefully. But you see, like, oh, I don't know what the defense is in right now. Right now, I'm not even looking post snap at what the defenders are doing. I'm just going through the reads, or I'm just taking a quick peek to the front. Nobody from the second level is blitzing. The only guy from the second level you could say is the edge guy, because that's like a 3-4 right here. now we get this look of a cover zero. Now, all you got to basically ask is like, do you think it's in a? Do you now? This actually looks like they could rotate one. They could rotate down the safety. Okay. Whenever you get this look, the strong safety is probably going to try to help out for the curl flat. So what we want to do is maybe hot route Samuel here. Okay, now you see the free. When I did that, the free safety did what the strong safety was doing. So now we'll go with a strike route. Because if they go to help out with like Coleman, like as if Coleman had a curl route, right? They go to help out the curl route. He had one. The deep post, I don't like the deep post because Coleman, you know, the Humphrey has that makeup speed. I'll still see if I can have it, but strong safety is probably okay. Okay, he doesn't rotate. We got something else. 4-3. See what I'm saying? Okay, didn't rotate. We got a backup plan. If they don't rotate down, they stay high. We go through our reads. We had enough time to go through our reads. That could have been a situation where, but you also ask yourself like, do I think that there's going to be like a outside corner blitz based off this look? Well, no, it'd be stupid, right? Because he's got to come from this far away. Even he would have to come from this far away. So it's like, okay, I don't have to really look. It's 5-on-5 or 5-on-4. I was like, oh shit, okay. You remember what your play was. It was double post, okay? So they both stay back, so they're both going to basically cover them. As you can see right here. It ended up being cover 4. Like I said pre-snap, first thing was, is it cover 4 or is it cover 0? And I said, oh, you know what? They might actually be playing with a strong safety helping out, coming down with a curl flat, which is usually a cover 6 invert. But the thing now that I forgot is that in a cover 6 invert, the corners are not playing back like this. They're not playing, they might play tight or they might play 5 yards off. But they're not going to play. They're not going to both play like this stock. So that's what you do. You're just dissecting every single defense. Is like, what is a cover 4? You know, the safeties are deep, the corners are deep. What's a cover 6 invert? For the longest time, I would try to practice and try to find. I'll put a cover 6. What are they trying to do? And for the longest time, I didn't read what the strong safety would actually do. They come down to help out. So I'll give you an example. I'll go to cover 6. And this is where you can literally cover 6. I would say cover 6, cover 9, obviously, or I still don't know at this point what cover 9 does, but I could just literally find that out right now, and I'd be done with it. Never have to look what cover 9 does anymore. Whatever, call whatever play here. Go with cover 6. I look for cover 6 invert. Cover 6 invert. Hold on. See how the strong safety's coming down on that purple to play what they believe is a like a curl is coming or something there, or whatever, a curl, corner route, whatever, right, to help out for that. So based off that, maybe you want to put him on a post. But you know what? Based off how he's playing, he might be blitzing. Well, not blitzing, the cover 6 invert, but we'll block Kincaid here, in case. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to say, yeah, okay. So we audible to another play right here. Like, for example, this is what cover 6 invert does, right? You see, first of all, pre-snap. Sometimes they'll disguise it and make it look like, they're going to come down like this. That's where you read. This is why, coaches will tell you. I'm not a former player or coach at any level, but people will tell you, read the safeties, what they're doing post-snap. Sometimes it's hard. Okay, they stay back. Oh, I don't know what to do now, right? One comes down, like the strong safety's going to come down. We got deep over route here. We got him back over. No. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, basically, we hot route. It don't matter that he has his superstar X factor turned on right now. We're going to beat him for a big play because Samuel should occupy that. Damn it. Cover. We're doing a good job
Let's go
covering.
now.
It's probably the formation
Hawk 70.
that's
Hawk
causing that.
70.
So now,
19
whichever
tight,
one is
19
down,
tight.
like if you got this look, you got to read it. They're both staying up, then you go to the drag, you go through your reads, whatever your hot route, something just in case pre-snap, like curl somewhere else or something, and you just go through your reads. Okay, which one? Somebody's always deep for a touchdown against cover 6.
Ready?
Cover 6 is mainly used like against players who don't go through their reads, which is, like I say, 99.9%.
70 Timberwolves.
It's tough because on the right side of the field, they're covering stuff that is shorter, and that's the reason for that. Now you can see if I got that, if I had enough time,
Let's go.
it's getting close to a touchdown right there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see if a tight end screen works. In theory, it could. I think based off, yeah. Well, all right, he ended up coming. I saw he read it.
Here we go. Set.
Keen on the end defender here. Okay, yeah.
On the ready.
All right, so PA dagger, because it's a play action play, it should work. But so let's do double seams right here. Yeah, I do a good job. But back shoulder. Once again. This is like you go up against every defense. Can you run it against this front and cover 6 invert? Well, let's check. Based off what we think, like, based off this look, we know there's no hard flats coming probably from anybody. It's not going to be a cover 3 hard flat. They're not going to rotate down. It's going to be a cover 3 hard flat. It's not going to be like a cover 2 invert hard flat. It's not going to be a cover 2 hard flat. So what does that tell you? Boop. What up? It's based off that. I don't need to put a defense out there and know, okay, I put that defense. No, you can see it. Right? Now we go to it again. Let's see if it works again. Now see, auto blend backs them out. So it's the same exact look. Again, wide open. It's very hard stock to show too high and everybody playing back. For the linebacker, for this guy, for example, to play hard flat. It's just like, it's very hard. They would have to rotate down if they both stay high. You got that curl. If they rotate down, okay, maybe he's playing hard flat. And if they're in man coverage, these guys are not going to have man coverage on that. Only he is. So that's why, I say what I say. Race. Now let's read what cover 9 does. You literally just gotta go and practice. I'll just throw the ball away. Oh, whatever, play, whatever. Cover 9 is still out of the cover. Okay, cover 9 show 2. Now, is there another regular cover 9? I believe there is. Yeah, regular cover 9. Okay. So based off this, I'll call a timeout. Based off the play art, right? It looks like a linebacker. Based off the play art, right? So right here. So what do we got? We got the strong safety playing a quarter. So we basically have cover 4 on the right side, and we have cover 2 on the left side. I don't really know how that creates a cover 9. I remember there's a reason why it's called a cover 9. Let me think, because it is cover 2 on the left side. Right, and it's cover 4 on the other side. It makes sense if you multiplied it. 4 by 2 would be 8, but why is it called 9? Why isn't it called cover 8? Or, we know that in a regular cover 6, It's basically the same look, so that's why I'm saying, like, you find out the anatomy of a defense. What is a cover 6? What do they do? What does a cover 9 do? It's the same look as a cover 6, because a linebacker, outside linebacker, is playing that curl flat, right? And that's why I have a problem with cover 9, because I'm just like, it's not necessarily having a hard time beating it, it's just having a hard time trying to understand why it's called a cover 9. Okay, and then now we're going to replay. Now we know who's playing the curl flat, okay? Now, just like cover 6 invert, it's even easier. Cover 9 makes it even easier, because they're blitzing on that particular cover 9. It's a blitz, so whenever you blitz, the defenders are going to play shallow. Like if they stuck no blitz, I'm probably taking a cover sack, or I'm trying to throw a back shoulder. That's different. All right, so based off that, let's see what they actually did. Okay, so maybe in the cover 6 they do a better job of just disguising their strong safety, having them down more, because in a regular cover 6 and a cover 9 they have their strong safety down in the box. Okay, so 4-2, there we go. 4, that's what it was. 4-2 and 3. So they're giving you the disguised look of a cover 3, right? They have cover 4 on one side, 3 plus 4 is 7, cover 2 on the other side. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. That's what it was. It's been like 2 years since I remember that. A year and a half, 2 years since I knew that. But this is where I say, read the safeties, right? Okay, is he coming down? No, he's going back. What route do I have? So basically, you could say you key in on this guy and this guy. It's not just 50-50s, hindsight's 50-50. You do that. You're keying in the middle. You're keying in certain defenders. You're like, okay, I don't like this. Let's say I don't like that based on the route I have. Look at where the space is. If you're not reading the safety, let's just say you're not reading the safeties, right? Let's just say you're not reading the safeties. If you don't read the safeties, what are you doing? You're probably reading this, but then you're like sticking on this, and then you're reading somewhere else, and you're like, oh shit, I don't know where to go. Maybe you throw this thinking that you can throw it over, and now it's picked off, right? But if you read the safety, saying like, okay, this could be a cover 3, this could be a cover 1 robber from a strong safety, because cover 1 thief is when the free safety on the other side is the one down in the box. So you see the linebacker, you key in on the linebacker on the right and the strong safety on the right, because everything else on the right's covered. So this is how I go through my reads. If I see this, I'm like, okay, I'm reading my routes on the right, and then I'm keying in this guy. But when you're already keying in on him, you're literally in the same area where the safety is. So why not look at both at the same time, right? Looking at both at the same time, look what opens up. This is why I'm talking about when you add 1 or 2 more reads. It'll be that easy. Don't need to make it hard. Cover 6, cover 9, just like cover 6. Give that wide open for a touchdown. So this is why I say it's kind of like how teachers would tell you when you're growing up taking a test. Study what you don't know, and don't study what you know and study what you don't know, right? Let's just go with a switch, whatever. Let's see. So what I mean is, don't study reading a cover 0. You know what a cover 0 is. Don't worry about the basic defenses too much. Don't worry about if it's a real cover 2 man, cover 2, when cover 2 invert, if it's 1 high, you just gotta read the corners, read your route versus corner, and just take an extra peek and wait a little bit to see okay, are they leaving him or you could just, I'll give you an example right here. Cover 2 invert, another defense. So cover 2 invert hard flats, right? That's even easier, right?
Let's go now.
So cover 2, so they'll give you the look like it's a cover 3 because the 1 high look and the corners are playing back up. That's what cover 2 invert tries to do. It's a disguise at times. This is where you look. Okay, boom. It means a little. I should have thrown it the outside shoulder. Oh shit! I'd have put it wrong, but you know you're gonna get that shit. I'd rather the wrong route.
Let's go. 18 Rattler. 18
There you go. Yeah, outside shoulder. Yep. That makes such a big difference. You know when coaches say details? Years ago, I didn't know.
Here we go.
Details. I hear that all the time. Details. What the fuck is that? What does that mean? What does that mean when? What the hell does details mean? Like attention to detail. You keep this regular, you know, get inside. See? And what? Yeah, you might still right, but look, see how the safety can now get a little bit better pursuit. Literally, so that's triangle, circle, and up on the D-pad, right? If you do triangle, circle, and up on the left analog stick instead of the D-pad, you get this. So you're not getting let go by the corner inside. You're giving him more room to work with because he's outside. Now, he'll never get there. Right? He'll never get there. Unless I just fuck up for some reason, he'll never get there. Let's see, we'll do it 5 times. Yep, that's the other thing. Alright, so you know an idea? Okay. It's like a replay. It's like the same, shit. Return. Make it a little more dramatic right now. Dramatic effect. Yep. Try to be too cute there. And this. More dramatic effect. Well, you can see what I'm talking about. Before he even leaves, we could throw it too. Because he's sitting there. He's sitting. Our flat, they're sitting. Now, once again, regular. Gets released. We have to throw it like there. That's a race. That's how you want to throw it. If you accidentally out-routed, out-routed that way. Like that. Now it's a race every time. So there's a difference. Those are details, right? Took me however long I should have, because there's things I don't know, and I just, I'm not gonna Google it. I go my whole life without knowing what one word means, what this means, what that means, whatever. Google something. I'm telling you to be honest. I lost a lot of games because I only looked for hole shots. And what happened? I hot routed these instead, right? Made it easier. Now you have to like pass lead that a little different. It's a little tougher. But let's just say like you're throwing this, however, you're thinking you're getting outside release instead of inside. You're throwing this out. Oops. Well, it's a lob, so it's not a good example. Like a bullet late. Like if you're throwing it late, a bullet late. Right? You see how like he's closer? Like I'm saying, he's closer. He has no chance when we hot route the other. So this is another thing. If you know it is a cover 2 invert and it's zoned, they can only get so far deep downfield, and this safety basically you're putting stress on this safety to cover this guy or this guy. Now he will drop back deeper, but you can still hit both. I mean, you can still hit both because it's, I mean, even though it's a hard flat, the route is keeps instead of them coming down and sitting right on the flat like the line of scrimmage because of the deep route. I believe, like if we put him square on the smoke route, he probably comes like that. Wow, that's surprising to me. Because there were plays years ago where if it was a cover two invert hard flat, they would come straight down to the line of scrimmage. Now they're not. Okay. Now let's say like here's the thing. It covers curl flat. Right? Wow. Well look. See? Now let's say we hot route him to a corner. That takes away. So basically it's like to say like what works against this defense or what doesn't work against this defense. What works against it can tell you what works against it, and what doesn't work against it can tell you what works against it too. Because of what doesn't work against it, you know? Like this. Yeah, okay. So you can say now, okay. Curl doesn't work. Let's try a comeback. So comeback really should not work. It really should not. But getting deep enough, so that's the thing. It's hard flat. So and now you go to the regular cover two invert. You're checking it down against that regular cover two invert. Right. The regular cover two invert. It probably. That's what players do against one high anyway, right? Thank God players stopped doing that shit. For some reason, they did that back in the day. They just did that back in the day. One high, boop. Didn't matter if it was man, didn't matter if it was cover three, cover two invert, didn't matter what it was. Back in the day, they'd throw that every time. Okay. Regular cover two invert. It's a little tougher, but you got it. Corner. Good, without a doubt. Sit on it. Yep, see? Come back. Without a doubt. Unless you were like going to change the stem. And then at that point, it could be the safety. But also, at that point too, you're risking getting sacked. Alright, so those are just things you need to know. Based off this, once again, whether he's hard flat or not, only the linebackers can get deep to cover Coleman. Sweet spot. But, you know. Now here, based off this, who do you think is going to get open? Let's hot route here once again to a regular, okay, to the regular outside release. Yeah, I'm right there. Again, keep the play. Got to. You gotta remember, like, it don't matter what they're rushing, they can still get to you. Too long, I'm greedy. Right, so we found out what cover 2 invert does, what cover 6 does, what cover 9 does, right? Those are the defenses that are great disguise defenses. So, you read one high, owner's playing back, you know it's cover 3, cover 2 invert, regular cover 2. And then cover 6 is 1 safety, strong safety, a lot of the time. Looks like he's coming down. If he does, he's going to help out the curl flat, and then you hit like a seam or a deep dagger across the field, it's wide open, because there's a huge hole on the sideline or whatever, from the hash to the sideline. A lot of times, you know. Another thing, like, I like to do stuff like, okay, what screen plays, like, let's say a jailbreak screen. Jailbreak screens will obviously work against deep defenses, right? But it's not just the deep defenses. The screen, wide receiver, no, not wide receiver, mid screen. So jailbreak screen, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. Very good. Where is what? Did I what my playbook, this should be my playbook. Where is it? What's going on? I'm not seeing it. It's crazy. It's not here. What's going on? Wow. This is my playbook. Wow. I'll just go to it. This is like a Mandela effect. Where the hell's my play? So it was out of. Where is it? I'm sure it's here. Hmm. Like play type doesn't show you all your plays, so I know about that already. What the hell? What's going on? Where is it? Is it literally the last play? No. What the fuck? Wait, oh, yeah, I think this is it. Okay. So cover two in there.
Here we go. Here we go.
I know it's that with the slant by Coleman, but I didn't think it was at a tight.
Set go.
I thought it was at something else. See, it worked. There. He would play back. But not only that, your user, if your opponent's user senses that, they can put somebody else to defend that. Or there's times where maybe you know it's a deep defense, but this guy's blitzing. Or this guy's playing like a hard flat here. Or this guy's just playing in a certain zone that he can read this. And let's say he's not playing back, he's got a different zone, and this guy's going to block him instead of him. You know, he's not playing back, and then he easily gets tackled.
Go. Here we go. Set. 19. Charge.
That's what it
19,
was. Yeah,
Charger.
okay, it was that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looked up for some reason. Touchdown. Oh, boy. Dude, I feel like I'm playing with Josh Allen. His fucking throwing strength for some reason.
70 Lions.
I guess it's only when you have guys wide open down to it.
Hut, hut.
You also do that. Call that freebie. I don't like to use freebies.
Okay, ready? Hut.
Get your catch.
Set up. Viking 18.
Whenever you get to slip two with the safeties, a lot of the times it will be open late. Back shoulder.
Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Just say maybe something like this would work too. I'll wrap that post there. Oh, God. Still got it. That's bullshit. Bullshit that I have to resort to that.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
How about deep dagger by
Bronco.
saying
Ready, ready.
no. Damn! What the fuck, dude? That's safety, man.
Go.
I tell you.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set go.
Fuck up.
Ready, break.
Another tip I would give is try to practice just a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes before every game, because you're not gonna, because you're fresh, right? You're able to, because a lot of times you may be off on your throws because you went the whole night sleeping, you went through your whole day doing whatever, and then you didn't play the game. You gotta get warmed up, you know. Obviously, just like quarterback get warmed up before a game, same thing. Now this cover two invert is a little different. Should work out kind of like the cover 9, cover 6. Where, see right here, instead of, right there, right down the middle, right down between the hashes. Every single time. Should be. Should be. That time, oh, back shoulder. Oh, back shoulder. Yeah, anything down the middle of the field because it is cover 2 principles, cover 2 rules.
Let's go now.
See this one. A blocking cage right here. Put a pan here. Okay. See, that safety there is much more because the reason is that like the safety just isn't gonna play as as good on this play. He's more out of position.
18 Cardinal. Ready. Let's go. Bronco 80.
Ooh. See, that's why it pays like 1 high. Check. Oh, is it cover 2 invert? Because if they get a pressure on me, I'm getting the ball out. Oh, let me switch sometimes to average.
Here we go, shot.
Alright, so based off this right here, obviously, go with the outside release here. One of the things. Running back. So, for example, based off what we know here, right? What we can also do. Well, we know that if it's a cover 2 invert, it's cover 2 rules, meaning all the linebackers, guys underneath in the middle, are going to play back. And you just got to throw underneath them, or try to throw over the top, or try to throw between them. So between them, over the top, or underneath. Okay, so deep between both zones. Based off this, I'm thinking Samuel Davis, Coleman, obviously here to start immediately. Like as soon as you hit the ball, obviously same way. But when we actually read it out, don't play lazy. We have Samuel, who should be open there between the zones. See how it's like all 3 spread out perfectly and then you hit it inside there perfectly? I love that. I love this cover 2 for that. Not for trying to go deep on them. And now it's a check down. So you're going underneath. Like I said, you're going over the top, you're going between, you're going underneath. Against cover 2. We still get that too. Now, one thing you're going to get late downfield is him against mostly one guy. Ooh, they're acting like I caught it for touchdown. I didn't. Wow. When the camera zooms in there in the end zone, usually means caught it for touchdown. So that wasn't the case, and the reason for that is we're bringing guys to that area. But, and that's because he's, it's the responsibility he has. That's how you can say, okay, which defenses can I do that against? Okay. Now, can you hit Shakir? Right. Yeah. But you'll get sacked. You'll get hit. Oh, I love this play. Because if they, like, let's say they were too high and they just go to cover Samuel in the hard flat, Shakir is wide open. But because of that,
Woo.
Here
I'm
we
done.
go, set.